tonight. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to Elliott again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
2nd down and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here. Purdy eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. McCaffrey on the counter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll try the left side. Woodward. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
59 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Two good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down. Getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Now Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
This one caught by Kittle.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Purdy.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
2nd and 6.
Inside give to Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Quick slant to Brown.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Elliott going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown,
is Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he will be taken. Quarter remains until the NFC. Gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodward, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Purdy bootlegging it. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Niners are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. As we sign off here, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.